8:36 is your time. It's almost here. Election day is Tuesday, and this election is one some may say many will remember. And it is looking like it'll be a fight to the finish in this presidential election. And even though many areas have seen record-breaking numbers for early voting, thousands are still expected to show up at the polls to vote. Joining me to talk about all things election is David Ramadan, former Virginia House delegate and professor at George Mason University. David, thank you for waking up with us here this morning.
Great to be with you. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's get into it. First thing, is there anything both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump can do in these last 2 days to get to that 270 electoral vote? I know polls showing several things right now.
Absolutely. Get out the vote. This is not a matter of convincing voters at this point to go one way or another. This is now a matter of who can bring out of their supporters people to actually go out and vote. The polls are statistically tied. We're seeing a couple points here, a couple points there, especially in the 7 main states. The trend is showing a couple points for Kamala Harris ahead of Trump. There are a few polls that came out. But the main thing that they can do in order to get to the 270 is get as many of their voters out to vote. It's a GOTV effort, 1,000,000% at this point.
And, you know, speaking of efforts, they've spent a lot of time in these battleground states, in Michigan, in Pennsylvania. Do you think this is going to make a difference? As, you know, Kamala spent a lot of time in Pennsylvania. Trump has been in Michigan. He's been in Nevada. Will this make a difference?
Yeah, I think it will. I'm going to look down here so I can pull up these latest numbers that just came out today. So regardless of all of that effort and the millions of dollars that were spent in these states, the New York Times Siena College poll, which is probably the latest that we'll see for this election season, just came out today and had Pennsylvania tied at 48-48, Michigan tied at 47-47. But here's the good news for Kamala Harris: 49-46 in Nevada, 48-46 in North Carolina, 49-47 in Wisconsin, 48-47 in Georgia. So showing her a few points ahead. Here's where the unknown is. There was a big outlier one yesterday. The Des Moines Register poll that came out yesterday in Iowa. Who thought that we'd be talking about Iowa 2 days, 3 days before the election season? But that is an Ann Seltzer poll, a very respected pollster who 99% of the time is correct. She had Kamala Harris up by 3 points against Donald Trump in Iowa, which is unexpected. Now, we can call it an outlier, and we can say that, yeah, no, something went wrong there, and this is not a correct poll. But regardless if she is up against or even or to Donald Trump, or even if she was a couple points behind him in Iowa, that still shows a surge in that area of the country, which is going to make the difference in this election. And that means the numbers that are in Michigan and Pennsylvania and that belt are probably higher than what we're seeing.
Wow, I know it's going to be a nail biter for sure. Really quickly, I have about 20 seconds left. Let's talk about Virginia. You used to be a delegate in Virginia. We're going to talk specifically about these district races. What can people expect to come out? District 7, District 10?
District 10 is done. Soha Subramanian, my district that I live in, will be the current state senator, will be the next congressman from Virginia 10. District 7 will be a tight one, but it's likely that Colonel Vindeman is going to win that one. However, District 10 is not tight. It'll be a 10-point game.
All right, David Ramadan, thank you for waking up with us here on this Sunday morning. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.